सुजलां सुफलां मलयज शीतलां सस्यश्यामलां वन्दे मातरम् सुजलां सुफलां मलयज शीतलां सस्यश्यामलां वन्दे मातरम्
Tomorrow there will be a Lok Sabha election, which everyone knows, right? People will cast a ballot, particularly, or every single guy, every single human being living in this country is so much excited, and everyone is waiting for 4th of June. No one knows who will win this election, and we are doing a debate right here on Lok Sabha elections 2024. Where all the children and all the participants will participate, and they will give their view on the Lok Sabha election, that how political parties are performing, how political parties are working in the nation, what kind of work they did earlier, and what kind of work they had been doing for the last 1 year, for the last 5 years. So we have been seeing this, we have been seeing the electoral campaign in various states by the Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi and other ministers across the party lines, across the party. So we will today discuss these issues, we will discuss the most motivated, the most hot political debate here, and they will give their view as well. It is the first time when a school children here in this area are giving their perspective on Lok Sabha elections 2024. Please clap for. Apart from this, we have seen कि कई बार स्कूल्स के अंदर जो डिबेट होती है उसमें बच्चे रट के बोलते हैं, they usually train their speeches, they usually train their lines. मगर इन बच्चों को ये स्पेशल इंस्ट्रक्शन दी गई है कि हम आपको कुछ भी ट्रेन नहीं करवाएंगे, आपका जो पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू होगा एज इट इज यू विल स्पीक अप इन फ्रंट ऑफ द पीपल विदाउट एनी काइंड ऑफ ट्रेनिंग एंड विदाउट एनी काइंड ऑफ हेसिटेशन. Without any hesitation, you should come out with your purely heard, respected viewpoint. So that is something which we are teaching. And today, 3 of our children will also talk about the most debatable topic in the country, where in every street corner, every nukkad, everywhere, people are talking about, because tomorrow people will cast a ballot. कल आप वोट डालेंगे, कल आप अपनी सरकार चुनेंगे यहाँ से. तो आज बच्चे अपना व्यू देंगे कि उनको क्या लगता है, किस सरकार ने अच्छा काम किया है, किस सरकार ने नहीं किया है, and they will talk about it. एक बार जोरदार So now we are going into the next phase now, and like in Lok Sabha election we have 5 phases, right? People are electing their MPs in 5 phases across the nation. So now, without wasting a single moment, we are having 3 children here, and those, these 3 children will give their introduction first, and then we will take their perspective about these Lok Sabha elections. Yes.
First of all, good morning to all of you. I am Ashutosh Mishra from class 10, and my overview from the voting, why voting is important. So voting is not only your work, it is your also responsibility to make the country democratic. It's not your like a fun day, it's not your rest day, it's your responsible day, because it is a festival of democracy and we are living in a democratic world. So we have take the responsibility of that. Some people will with lots of power and money take your life and control your life for next few years. So you have to choose a right person to make the India perfectly democratic. So this is my overview from that.
Your introduction is very, very important. Because participants' introduction is very, very important. And who will you support in these debates? Yes.
As my perspective, I will choose a BJP because I am seeing that before they come, there is not developing in India, and after they come, there are lots of things they do. Firstly, they remove Article 370, make the India very proud from them, and they remove 3 talaq also. They build Ram Mandir. They support Chandrayaan 3 for spacecraft, and I think they give more opportunities of employment, like government employment.
Let's take your view. Now, give it to Chavi. एक बार जोरदार ताली बजाइए. Yes, Chavi.
Good morning to all of you. My name is Chavi. I am a student of 9th class. So, today I will talk about why democracy is important and what is democracy. Democracy is a system where people choose their representatives freely and fairly. Abraham Lincoln has said, democracy is the government of the people, by the people and for the people. So, democracy is very important for the country. It is the root of the country. Without democracy, there is no fear of anything. People discriminate together by their caste, gender, color, etc.
People do discrimination.
Yes, sir.
बच्चे बार-बार ये जूम करते हैं.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jessica. I am student of class 7. I am supportive of BJP, but I usually ask questions from Chavi and Ashutosh.
Give introduction.
I am supportive of BJP because BJP do many things for India, like developing India, supporting Chandrayaan, do G20 summit, and remove Article 370, remove 3 talaqs, and help people in Russia and Ukraine war, in Palestine and Israel war.
In the single movement, we are going on a very difficult path right now. We are moving on to the next level of this debate, Lok Sabha elections 2024. Likewise, we have a Jessica. Jessica will give a neutral point of view. She will not support a BJP or a Congress. She likes the BJP, but she will not support in this debate. We have Chavi here. Chavi would be having a point of view against the BJP, against the ruling party. We have a Ashutosh. Ashutosh will support the BJP. So we have 3 panelists here, and I will conduct a debate here. My name is Nishant Gaur. So, without wasting a single moment now, tomorrow we have a voting in this area. People will cast a ballot in the favor of one political party. Everyone knows about it. And tomorrow will be the holiday. Tomorrow will be the holiday in whole Haryana and Delhi as well. We have been seeing so much electoral campaigns on the streets of Delhi as well as in Haryana. MPs are asking for votes on their work, votes on their reputation, votes for their political party, and votes for their constituency. So now, let's not play the musical chair. Let's come to the topic. Who will win this election? Because that's the question which everyone is asking. Result will come on 4th of June, which we know very well about it. But who will win this election? That's the question which I would like to put out in front of you. And you should tell me who will win this Lok Sabha elections 2024. because people, you know very well about it. We have so many electoral leaders here in this country. 543 seats are being contested. So who will win this election? That's the question.
Sir, the countries know and the people is also know who is right and who is wrong. And the whole world is know only BJP will the election because he do many things for the country and he is the biggest political leader and greatest political leader at my perspective in this whole world. Now everybody sees in the India that India is very powerful country and because of Modi, India is very developed country.
India is very powerful country. Do you really feel this? Now give your perspective on who will win this election.
I think BJP will win this election because they choose the election commissioner by 2:1 ratio.
Clap for him. By listening your first line, after listening your first line, I was in a point of view that you are also supporting. So if everyone is supporting, then who is against the political party? Yes, carry on.
And they coded the EVM machines. If we vote to other political party, so the vote goes to BJP. They coded the EVM machines.
It is only you and anti-BJP people think that the whole world knows there is not any type of corruption in the election. The election is only in partial way. This is only just a nonsense thing. There is no meaning of that. There is no meaning of debate. Okay.
Now she will talk about the newly elected minister. 5 years ago he was elected. He was jailed as well. We will talk about the CM of Delhi, Arvind Kejriwal. Yes.
I want to ask a question that why you put Arvind Kejriwal behind the bars and why? Because he is the minister of Delhi.
Yes, give her answer.
Is this first time that Arvind Kejriwal went to jail, has gone to jail? Let us, I tell you that the running chief minister, Mr. Lalu Prasad Yadav, has went to jail when we did not have government. Mayawati went to jail when we did not have any government. Mulayam Singh went to jail when we did not have government. You are only targeting.
Is it right that he is comparing CM Arvind Kejriwal with Lalu Prasad Yadav?
No, it is not right because Arvind Kejriwal is the minister of Delhi.
Lalu Prasad Yadav is the minister of Bihar. He was. You are only targeting Modi, but Modi is not putting the Arvind Kejriwal and Hemant Soren into the jail. He is corrupt, so that's why he will go to jail.
Do you feel that Modi is not corrupt? Modi government is not corrupt? Is only Aam Aadmi Party is corrupt?
Tell me what corruption do by the BJP?
Firstly, we all can see that they choose the election commissioner. This is not a corruption. Answer me that is the free and fair elections going on by the Modi government?
The question here is arising, which we want to ask, and everyone is asking, that in Faridabad, because you were also saying this, that we are not seeing roads on potholes. Right? We are not seeing potholes on roads, we are seeing roads on potholes. Everyone knows what kind of things we have existing in this country. Now my question is very simple. Do you really feel this? You know, I'm not supporting any political party, but in a debate, but do you really feel this? This is a free and fair election. This is exactly you are reading in your notebooks now. In 9 standard notebooks, in 8 standard notebooks, that one must conduct free and fair election in a country like India, where we are celebrating the largest festival of democracy. It's a festival of democracy now. If you are seeing a Lok Sabha election. So my question here is, do you really feel this that it is a free and fair election? If it is, or if it is not, give me your point of view on that.
I think there is a pure, free and fair election is going on. This is only you and anti-BJP people will think that Modi is choosing a election commissioner, he is corrupting the EVM machine, but there is not happening. It is not so.
Yes, give your point of view on that.
So why the Modi choose the election commissioner by 2:1 ratio? He choose the election commissioner by 2:1 ratio. So it is not a corruption.
Why you are not giving an answer?
Modi is not choosing the election commissioner. Please study properly. He is not choosing the Supreme Court has choose the election commissioner.
Supreme Court made a committee, 3 members committee. You knew it, I think. 3 members committee was constituted by Supreme Court. That was the direction given by Supreme Court. But by 2:1 ratio, they choose the election commissioner. Was that right or not? So how can you say, if you have an election commissioner on your side, how can you say that this is a free and fair election? Look, we are not supporting a political party. What we are saying is we want your point of view to come up. Clear? Here we are having good roads in this area, good infrastructure in this area. You are not seeing anywhere mud here. Water is flowing out everywhere. You are not having a civil lines here. What do you will say on that?
There are openly sewers flowing. It causes infection in infant babies. They are dying because of waterborne diseases. The water flowing on roads, the water locked on the road, and roads are not clean. The garbage is thrown here and there, everywhere. Garbage is thrown, and the water supply, the drinking water supply is not given by the government. So we have to buy water from private water plants for drinking.
No. The thing is, it's a sign of a democracy. Asking question to the government is a sign of democracy. We are not living in North Korea or Saudi Arabia where you can't ask the question. So we are asking question to the government. What kind of a development model it is? We are seeing waterlogged roads on daily basis, daily traffic jams, open sewers, water is flowing everywhere. Even government is unable to supply basic need, water into the people's house. Right? This is something which is happening. So that's the question. Why people are using potable waters? That's also an issue. I'm not against the BJP, BJP has done so many things as well. Like they increase digitalization in India. They were the only ones who would bring UPI into existence. So we are not totally against the BJP, but the thing is very simple. If we are not seeing development here, we would ask the question. Let's, what you will say on that?
I want to ask a question from Ashutosh. Why are you not seeing the potholes on the road, the saving water, and you are supporting BJP? They are not constructing our roads, and there is no proper electricity in this area.
Louder voice.
Firstly, I am not a blind devotee. I already know that who is right and who is wrong. but you are not able to know who is right. India will, India was independent from 75 years ago, and
What independence?
India got independence from 75 years ago.
75 years.
And BJP will come. BJP was coming for last 10 years ago. And 60 years, where is gone? 60 years. I think that India is not independent. India has not got independence in 1947. India got independence on 2014 because they stole the whole country and sent it abroad from them. So where is gone 60 years before BJP comes?
No, that question. First of all, please clap for without any kind of learning. Maybe it might be possible that those viewers who will watch this video would absolutely say this thing that there are some grammatical mistakes children are doing, but without framing a single line, they are giving their direct point of view on Lok Sabha elections. Direct point of view on Lok Sabha elections 2024. That's the big thing. Our 6, 7, 8, 9 students can give their point of view directly on Lok Sabha elections 2024. Now, what's your point of view? He is saying that BJP is not ruling. BJP is not ruling for the last 50 years. Congress has been ruling for the last 60 years. BJP has been ruling for the last 10 years. How can you put on us a responsibility on the shoulders of the BJP? Why you would not say anything against the Congress? That's the question I'm asking. Because if you would ask the question to the government, right, then there would be a rebuttal which he wants to give, which he's giving right now. What you will say on that? And what kind of question you want to ask to Mr. Ashutosh? Ashutosh, please give a point blank answer. Instead of going round and round, instead of playing musical chair, right? Give her a direct answer. What do you think on the question which she is asking? Yes.
Yes, I also know that Congress doesn't do anything for the country, but BJP came 10 years ago. So where 10 years go? They doesn't do anything for our Palla and our Faridabad.
Now I am going to counting what the BJP is doing for the country. Firstly, they remove 3 talaqs, they remove 370 articles. The whole country of India has crowding for the BJP, because of BJP. The Chandrayaan has gone, the Ram Mandir has built, and Mudra Yojana has for the people, and more employment opportunities for the youth of our India, whole India.
Really? Employment opportunities? She will ask some questions on employment opportunities. Yes.
I want to ask a question that why you put Arvind Kejriwal behind the bars? Is this the constitution of India?
Now you have to give answer on this question. Really? Yeah, don't play round and round.
So firstly, Modi has not put the EDI, the ED has put in the Arvind Kejriwal because he's the corrupt, he's the biggest scammer of the whole country. He corrupt the whole thing. And a person who is corrupt is able to go jail.
Where the 100 crores has gone? ED put out a case now that he has done a corruption of 100 crores. Where the 100 crores has gone? Where the money has gone? Huge amount of money. Right? Huge amount of money. He was accused of money laundering. Huge amount of money was laundered by the Honorable CM of Delhi. Where the money was gone?
He distributed his money, black money, from his corrupt ministers of his party.
But ED rated the ministers as well. They didn't get a single penny. ED rated the ministers as well. Rated the minister of Arvind Kejriwal. They didn't get a single penny.
Sir, firstly, if he is not a corrupt, why should he go to jail? Modi is not.
Gave a direction. Supreme Court gave a direction. Okay, now you should give a perspective. There would be, if you don't like BJP, because those people who usually vote for Modi, they usually ask one question, and the question here is, if not Modi, then who? That is the kind of a question they usually ask. Now you should give a perspective on indolence, on why we should not choose PM and why we should choose the government. You should give your perspective, your viewpoint on that.
I think we should vote to Kejriwal because they did many things for Delhi. They improved the government schools of Delhi, but not only the infrastructure, but also the education level, the hygienicness, all the facilities are given in the government schools. They give free electricity to the whole Delhi. They give free water supply, drinking water. They gave drinking water to whole Delhi. They provided Wi-Fi for the Delhi.
Ask him a question.
Free of cost. So why there are
Firstly, guys, we can see that the student of Delhi government schools, there are some students will come from the Delhi. We see that how is the educated from the Delhi education. You see that he is the educated. They are educated.
She can answer the question. Give her a mic. Yes.
the boy who came from the government school, it might be possible that he's lying because it might be possible that he is lying because he don't know anything. So he's protecting himself from the teachers. That's why he's lying. It might be possible.
And it also might be possible that Kejriwal only talking, not doing for the Delhi.
Why would you say that Kejriwal don't do anything? Did you go to Delhi? You see that all alleys doors are attended in all alleys. They provided the exercise machines facility in all the public parks.
I want to ask a question that why I think BJP win the elections because they give education to the children and they give money to the farmers and they do G20 summit. They support Chandrayaan and they remove the Article 370. They remove the free divorce. And now I want to ask a question from Chavi that why you support Congress? What Congress do for us?
I didn't support Congress. I support Aam Aadmi Party.
So now, my question here is for three of the panelists, because within some 5 minutes or 10 minutes we will just over this debate. Now the most important question which I would like to ask, right? Three of you. The question here is that in the whole nation, right, 543 seats are being contested across the nation. My question here is that because 270 is a halfway mark, who will cross this halfway mark and why? That's the final question I'm asking. Who will cross? Because if BJP would be able to cross this 270 halfway mark, then they would be able to easily form the government. If any other political party would cross it, then they would be able to form the government. My question here is, who will cross this 270 halfway mark and why? That's the question. That's your final point of view. Give in front of the camera. Come here. You as well. Who will cross this 270 halfway mark and why? Because tomorrow, and please, first of all, before answering, before this question, you should tell the people that they should vote, particularly in this election, because that is very, very crucial. It is a right and a responsibility of each and every single citizen that they should cast a ballot, they should go to the polling booth and give their vote, because that is very, 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 very important. If you are not exercising your right, that is something which is really not good for the healthy democracy. Educate the voters, educate the electorate, and then answer this question.
Firstly, you should understand that voting is not a good thing. Voting is not a bad thing. There is not holiday for celebration. It is only your responsibility to choose the right person to make the country proud and democratic. Because if you don't choose a right person, there is a dictatorship come in the whole country, and whole country will survive from that.
First of all, we all have to understand that.
Yeah, best of luck to every political party for tomorrow. Yes, carry on.
Best of luck, all the parties.
Firstly, I want to say that everyone has their right to vote.
But people are not going for voting.
People are thinking that there is holiday, but there is not like holiday. The people think that this is holiday for doing rest, for going outside for holidays. But this is not the day of rest. This is the day of our Lok Sabha election festival. This is the day of our Lok Sabha election to vote the real citizen, the real party. And if we don't vote the real party, the dictatorship will come. Voting is a root of the democracy.
एक बार तालियां जोर से.
Because if voting is not free and fair, so the dictatorship will come and whole country will face the dictatorship. They have to pay the biggest amount of this dictatorship.
Please clap for. So now, my final question to all the participants, to all the three of the participants is this. Who will cross, because that's the final question we are asking of the debate here, which we have been doing for the last half an hour. Lok Sabha elections 2024. Who will cross the halfway mark? That's the question. Total 543 seats are being contested. We know very well about it. For the last 1 month, we have been seeing many political parties have been doing campaign in several states of the country. So, who will win this election? Who will cross the 270 halfway mark? That's the question I want to ask to three of you, and then we will over the side.
I think that Kejriwal will cross the halfway mark. Because everyone knows that apart from the supporter of BJP, everyone knows that what the Kejriwal done for the Delhi.
Apart from the supporter of the BJP, apart from the supporter of the BJP, it is apart from Ashutosh Kintu. All right, give your perspective on that.
they will cross the 200 for half an hour.
270, half a mark.
270 half a mark in these elections because they do many things for India. They give many things for India like developments and technology developments and G20 summit, Chandrayaan, remove the Article 370, remove 3 talaqs and help Indian peoples in Russian and Ukraine war and help people in Israel and Palestine war.
Firstly, everyone knows this slogan, अब की बार 400 पार, फिर एक बार मोदी सरकार. There is no chance that other party will come. Only definitely BJP will come and win the election with good seats, like 400 seats. And no matter what you say, no matter what you do, but no matter what you should vote from the other parties, only BJP will win the election.
No matter whether you vote or not, they will come into the power. All right. So the basic question to three of you, which you usually study in your classrooms, and you should define it in your own words in front of the camera. The last and the final question which I would like to ask: what is democracy? What is dictatorship? Right? And what is important for a democracy? Then these are the three questions. One by one you have to answer.
Democracy means the people choose their representatives by their own choice, freely and fairly. And dictatorship means that only one party will contest in the voting and elections, and they force the people to do whatever they want. Like in North Korea, the ruler of North Korea choose the haircuts of the people of North Korea.
Shame. Shame. North Korea. It's a shame or not? North Korean government is choosing haircuts for their people. It's a shame or not? It's a shame. Say it like shame. Shame. Yes, carry on.
Democracy means for the people, by the people, and democracy means do whatever you want. Like not like that what the government says you have to do, but not like that. You have to wear jeans. You can wear whatever type of jeans you can. Like what haircut you want to take, you can take. And dictatorship means what government says you have to do. Like in North Korea, the government says that people cannot wear blue jeans and people cannot take their haircuts without the permission of government. And it is a case in North Korea that people are unable to choose their leader, and many other things are happening in North Korea from the dictatorship thing.
What is democracy? What is dictatorship?
We all know that
Yes.
we all know there are two types of government, democratic government and dictatorship government. Democratic government is a type of government where people choose their own government from their vote, and they have a right to choose a good person for the country. And dictatorship is like a monarchy system, territory system. There is no one can against the government. No one will cut their hairs without asking the government, like in North Korea. No girl should study like South Korea. अब Africa, Arabia.
So now, thanks guys, thank you very much. Now we are closing this debate. So are we going in the way of dictatorship? Are we following, or maybe possible that, as people are absolutely having a doubt, we are absolutely supporting the BJP. But some people, some spectators, mute spectators, are saying that we are absolutely going into the direction of dictatorship. What's your comment on that?
If you don't vote BJP, dictatorship will come.
These लोग बोले ये बात। Now, एक बार इन तीनों पैनलिस्ट के लिए जोर से एक बार और खड़े होकर सारे एक बार सारे तालियां बजा दीजिए जोर से। Now we are closing this debate with this proof that tomorrow people will cast a ballot for a political party. May the best team win. Let the best team win this election. Right? And we are so excited as we are discussing, as we have discussed, as we are debating, as we debated on the most debatable issue of this country, Lok Sabha elections 2024. Thank you very much.
Four of them, not only three, four of them, because we keep all one on stage and do all the best things. You are very courageous, very intelligent.
Your voice is not loud. Am I audible to you? Yes! So now, in last Milan, I would like to say that it is the only St. Mother Teresa public school which is conducting a debate on various issues, on various national issues, and this debate, these kind of debates, these kind of activities will continue in further as well, in the future as well, where we will give an opportunity to each and every single child, to each and every single student. Today these 3 students perform, tomorrow those 3 students perform, day after tomorrow these 3 students perform. So we will give an opportunity to each and every single child that they should come on stage and speak in a way they wanted to, particularly on each and every single topic that is happening on the ground, on the nation, and that is something which is going on because we are living in the most democratic country in the world, and if you have a courage of conviction, you can speak out in a way you wanted to, because you must be having a burning desire to speak out in front of the people. And likewise, we debated on the most debatable topic, Lok Sabha elections 2024. Afterwards, after 3 days, 5 days, 1 month, 2 months, 5 months, whatever you are studying, it is your right, it is your responsibility. You must be having that conviction that you should get your viewpoint in front of the people, because that is your right and that is your responsibility to make yourself audible in front of the people. Thank you very much.
कल हमारा बहुत बड़ा त्यौहार है डेमोक्रेटिक लोकतंत्र का, तो इसलिए एक बार जोरदार अपनी भारत माता के लिए नारा लगाएंगे।
एक बार दोबारा कर दीजिए, दोबारा बोल दीजिए एक बार।
जैसा कि सभी को पता है कि कल हमारा त्यौहार है लोकतंत्र का बहुत बड़ा। कल अगर आप सही लोगों को वोट दोगे तो फिर आपका देश अच्छा हो जाएगा। तो उसके लिए मैं किसी पार्टी का नाम नहीं लूँगा, वैसे तो एक बार जोरदार अपनी भारत माता के लिए नारा लगाएंगे। भारत माता की, भारत माता की, भारत माता की, वंदे वंदे वंदे। थैंक यू।